Hello guys, my name is Sub-Zero Exabyte and I am having a fantastic day. And I hope you guys are having a fantastic day as well, and if not yet hope you are going to have a fantastic day. But I think I know a certain way how I can make your day fantastic. And that is what we are going to do right now, because we are going to make a house today, but that will just be a super fast house. We will focus us on the big part, and that is the statue we are going to make, so let's get right to it. Oh no, forget that, I have an idea. How about we do the same thing like we do with a plane with a banner, but instead of a plane we use drones. Yes, a lot of drones with banners behind them that says follow this drone for fresh water. Then the drones escort the people to the well. Yes, that is something really interesting. Drones are really coming up nowadays. Everything we do we use drones with. Like for example, they use a lot of drones with recording movies or clip shoots. Those are the small examples. Even the army uses them. But that's all fine because they know what they are doing, right? Well, I hope so. So what about this? Well, then something is missing. Maybe we should make it a bit bigger. How are we going to make it bigger? Scrape that plane, let's make it deeper. You know how this works, right? The deeper the well is, the fresher the water will be. You didn't know that, right? Well, that is because I am a well specialist. People all over the world hire me to make their big deep wells, so that is what I do in my spare time. I make wells for people. Sometimes I just make them for fun, but that said, this never happened to me. I am going down. Really far down. It doesn't stop. How is that possible? I have no idea. Where does this go to? And I don't think this is really smart to go in solo. Where am I? I never saw this before. It looks like there is a whole underground city down here. Wow, how is this possible? How did they dig this out and so correctly? No, I know how they did this. Yes, they did this by using a lot of explosions. TNT, people, is a solution to everything. If you just don't know how you're going to do it, just place some explosions, get a distance and fire in the hole. It looks really nice. How people get on ideas like this. I will never forget this. Maybe I will begin on underground city for myself. You remember the city that I made? Well, yay, how about I make another underground city underneath the actual city? People that don't like sunlight will just go live underneath the city. I should also show this to Chip, because if Chip sees this he will fall in love with this place. I bet he will. He is always the underground type. He also like mountains, like those small dwarves from Lord of the Rings. They also lived in mountains and underground. Oh, hold up, dwarves are small. Chip is also small. Coincidence? I think not, people. We should put up an investigation about if smaller people like to live underground, like Chip and the dwarves. Oh wait, something came up in my head, but I don't know if I can tell you this. It is like secret of me and Chip. If he sees this video he will be so mad at me, but I want to share it with you pranksters, so people listening up. I once asked Chip if he knew what dwarves were and he responded really angry like everyone knows what dwarves are, but Chip didn't like it. So after the first question I asked Chip if he was a dwarf, he was so mad I just took off. He said I am going home, and that caused for a small fight between me and him. Luckily everything is over now, but I don't know how can you get so mad of one question, right? Maybe he go bullied with is or something, we will never know, I guess. But let's get back to the houses. As you can see, someone has put a lot of effort into it. You can see all of the details here. Like you can see how everything is done, but maybe everything needs a bit more of Steve details. You remember Steve is one of the best builders in the world. But I don't know, should we expand this city or make a new one? I think it is better to make a new one, but we will need a lot of TNT for that. Let me explain how to make some TNT. I was going to explain to you how you get TNT. Oh, okay. Alright, then let's do it. So here it goes. Take an arrow in Minecraft, then you right click. Yes. That is right, world edit. Really nice, like on a level from not so nice to really nice. This is almost at the really nice. So you thought that I would make all of these bubble things of TNT with my bare hands? Well then, I would be busy for like an entire week or something, which would not be really good for all of you since this video is only like, let me see, yes, 15 minutes long. You probably don't want to see me placing TNT in a bubble shape for an entire week, right? Oh lord, that would just be a disaster, to be honest. But we have got a lot of new TNT in here and it is just looking really cool. This is like that place that they have in America, yes, with all of those mountains which are really rocky and really high, but then like not in a mountain shape, but more in a reverse shape like this. So, it is basically a mountain, but then not in height but in depth. Yes, I think that is a very good explanation of what I am trying to say. So here we go again with a really big explosion, and it is so big again that the server is lagging. Now I am not really sure if I am deep frying my computer once again, since that would not be that nice, but I guess that it is able to handle it after all, since the server has not yet closed, which is really good. I don't want this server to close. And until the server doesn't close, I am going to place like a lot more TNT, which is really good and I like that a lot. So the server is lagging really hard, and I not really like that it is lagging really hard, since this is just really annoying, and I don't like how this is going, since these frames that I am getting per second are really low, and this is just not really nice. Like I am not in state of, oh wait no, the lag is over and all of the explosions are gone, and now all I am left with is particles in the sky and a massive hole in the ground, which looks like there has been a bomb. Explosions, well, it kinda was a bomb, since there was just a massive TNT circle thing. Hey, what do we have over here? Nothing, it's a prank, guys, darn it, why don't you understand my pranks? I like them so much. I will tell you a prank about Steve that tried to do something really stupid. Steve has ignited the TNT and now it is once again lagging, which is not really that great, since I think my PC is starting to hate me for this. But he has to understand that it is for a video now, doesn't he? I think it is a really nice concept that we are just blowing up massive amounts of TNT just like it is nothing. But the thing is that it isn't nothing, since it is a lot to handle, and especially for my computer, since the poor thing has to render all those white things that come out of the explosion, and of course it has to render the explosion things that then show like stone and stuff. Yes, explaining with sub, really nice is that. So there is a lot of lag once again, but it is kind of nice since there is less lag than the last time, since now it is just the explosions in the air. Okay, it is kind of starting to lag pretty hard, which is not really nice. So I guess my boy Steve has detonated the rest. Oh yeah, I can see the TNT flying through the air, which is not really that good since I can see the lag just beginning to start. But I mean, at least we have created a new sea level thing. And the island that we started on is basically gone. I can also see a lot of sand flying through the air, which is also something that was not really that nice. So here we are at the next victim will be nobody, because we are done with the pranks for now. Or should we prank some more? I don't know. Maybe we will do one later on the video if you guys want. Well, I don't know what you guys want because I can't hear you. What is a shame, you know. That would be so nice if I could talk with you people and hear what you people have to say. Alright, this is what we do. Tell me something, and we want this house to be perfect, don't we? Yes, we do, and that is just what we are going to do, and that is fantastic. So now we are just making another space where we can build, and I am not sure what I am going to place right here. Also not sure what I should place at the previous room, but hands down it is going to be an amazing room. However, I think that one of these might just be my bedroom. I really need that, and I think that if it is really warm outside and normally I then can't sleep, but now we are inside of a mountain where it is snowing and there is stone around my living area, so I think that the warm days are over. I can just walk around with one of those portable. Yeah, that sounds alright. So right now, we have already connected the dots, and right now we just need to fill in these lines in between the beams, and when we have connected those lines, then we just place window panels in the middle. Sounds really easy, right? And it even is really easy, so that is just fantastic. And I think that anyone could build a house just like this, if you are not too crazy with the shapes that you are going to throw into your house. But if you do that, then I think if you are really good with it, then I think you could make the house really cool with that technique. I just went with a simple route, and this is just fantastic because this is really simple, and I think that it already looks great. But we are almost done with all of these window panels, and then we can move to the next stage. But don't you guys think that this house looks absolutely great? Well, I think that this house is just fantastic. It is really elegant with the light and the dark, and all the windows just finish the look. And I think that it is a bit too much window in our house, but that is just what makes it so special, I think. So that is something that I really like about this house. But right now we are done with the windowing stage, and now we are beginning with the support beam stage, and this is just going to be a great thing right now. We are just going to make all these support beams great, and then the house will look even better, and then it is just going to be even more great. And the other great thing about support beams is that they keep your house intact, and then you don't really need to worry about your house caving in and stuff. So yeah, that is a really great thing that not all houses have. But ours does have that, and that is just fantastic if I do say so myself. So now we are done with the support beaming from the outside, but we still need to do all of that on the inside. but first we need a floor where we can lay the support beams on, because otherwise it wouldn't make sense if they were just on top of the grass. But we are going for a quite dark look for our floor because I think that will match really nice, and it is a bit of a mix of both blocks. The really dark wood and the birch wood together is a bit of this. We could also go for oak, but I think that oak looks just a bit too light, but that is alright because we are not going to need that at night. I don't know why I mention what I need at night, but I can share everything with you guys, so I'll just go ahead and say that sometimes I go for a warm milk glass at night and then I can sleep really well and then I feel really great and then everything is alright and I can sleep again. And not to mention that I am going to keep this house one floor everything, so literally everything needs to be down here on the main floor. I won't be having an attic, although I am going to make a really high roof. But I am not going to make an attic because I need myself some support beams that I can look up to, and that is something that is a bit more important than having an attic, because that keeps the house from caving in. So that is just fantastic if we do that and not the other way around, because I would like an attic, don't get me wrong, but I would also really like to have some support beams that keep my house from caving in when I am inside, and I don't want to be caught by surprise by my own house. But the floor is done and I have all of these support beams on the inside in place, but still I don't really like some stuff about my house and I'm just going to need to adapt to some things, and then I think I will be good and then the house will look even better, because this support beam that was over here didn't really look great, and I don't think we really hurt the house with destroying that one because we have got plenty left, and I think that it looks really great like this. But we can start with the ceiling, I guess. Well, it is not really going to be a ceiling, it is more going to be a start of the roof, so we can start making that, but I guess that this will look really great from the outside and I guess that it will also look good from the inside, but we are just going to see for ourselves. But we have got the roof almost done and I think that this looks great the way we have done this, and now the question is how we are going to do the roof itself, but I guess that we just need to figure that out by ourselves because no one else is going to make a roof. But we are going to make it from stone, and I think that the grate will match pretty well with the rest of the house, and I hope that it will look fantastic. But we are just going to make the roof, and then when we are done with the roof we will see for ourselves if the roof looks fantastic or not. So let's go ahead and make this roof, and I hope that it will look fantastic. But first we needed this little door spot so we can get in when the ceiling is not open anymore, because otherwise we would have to destroy block every time and that wouldn't really be that nice. So a door is just a way better alternative. But now we have the base shape of our roof and I think that it looks pretty good. We are just going to have it stick out a little bit like they did in the medieval times, and I think that those houses just look fantastic. But we are just going to see if this stone roof that we are so busy with looks great or doesn't look great on our house in a minute. We are just going to finish it anyway. If we really don't like the result of the roof, then I guess that we can always just place a bunch of stairs on top of the roof and then you would barely see the stone. It wouldn't really be a pickle if that happened, so I think that I am good with it and that I am just going to finish this amazing stone roof and that I am going to be happy with it however it turns out. But we have got it almost at the point that it is finished, so I think that when it is finished it will look fantastic. We just need to finish that one little shape that is not inside of our main roof, but we will have a little alternative roof on top of that one. So right now let's just finish this roof, and from there we can take steps a little further and do some real advanced techniques that you guys probably have never seen before because they are so advanced. So I am going to show you those techniques and it is just going to be fun and stuff, but we need to finish this first. Hold up, I want a little small roof for this extra bit. That would look pretty good I think. So, let's just do that and then see how that looks. We could also just make a flat roof, but that looks really bad, so I think that a small replica of the roof what we just built would look a whole lot better, so let's just make that, and then I think that it looks alright, and it kind of actually looks better than alright. We just connect it and then we got one hell of a roof on here. Look at this, man. It looks absolutely fantastic like this, and I really like it how it is right now. The inside of the house is still coming, so don't even worry about that. It's time from the inside will come, and that is where our second advanced technique will come in. But first let's close this in so the rain doesn't come inside of the house. See, it looks really good right now, and now we can go ahead and do other crams stuff that would make the house look more detailed and just overall better. And I hope that I find myself some amazing looking crams, and then I think that this house is totally amazing. We also need some support beams in the roof, but that time will come because I am still not totally sure if I do want an attic or not, because I am probably not even going to use it, but it would still be nice because of all the storage area. But we could turn it into an attic later, and if that but what I am sure of is that this is the end of the video sadly, and that hopefully I will see all of you once again, maybe just in the next video, and then I will see all of you guys later. Bye guys.